three things missing in the room where for the negotiation I was following, because I follow loss and damage. So the first thing was that there was no representation of young people, whether from the global north or the global south. And that was a frustrating in the sense that they are discussing the items, especially because loss and damage is defined as negative impact of climate change. And we are the generation who are living those impacts, but we're not in the room where the decisions are being made. So that was a concern. And the second thing is the fact that there's no enough representation of the global south in general. Because all the experts are coming from the global north perspective, and which means we are having a little bit of limited voices from the global south on the table. And the third was also understanding that there's a really huge gap in terms of research than in the climate change sector. So those three items is what brought me to talk with my colleague and understand where can we start, because we like to say that we are part of the generation that we don't only want to blame the past mistake, but we want to use them and learn on how we can do it better together as with the common voice. So that's why we thought of bringing ourselves together, and we follow strategically the negotiation. But most importantly, we want everything to end up with having concrete action on the ground, because in the process, people have been discussing for more, I think more than 30 years. But when you look into action, we don't have action. So we're coming in terms of following the discussion on international level, but be able to translate whatever is being discussed, so that, for example, small organization in the ground, like youth organization, like the Green Protector in my case, are able to use the decision and do action in the community that can allow to create tangible hope. Because from the past, what we've been having, especially when they're looking about climate change, they're all like intangible hope. But youth currently were able to create tangible hope for the community.